Women's Equality Day for me really symbolizes a day when you can celebrate progress, but you know you're not done until you are inclusive in your fight for equality across genders. Because when some of us are facing injustice, none of this work is done.
Women's Equality Day is a reminder. It's a reminder that feminism needs to move beyond equality, beyond the pursuit of an equality built within a system meant to oppress us. And that looks like centering the multiplicity of all of our lives, our relationships, our labor as the foundation for a more just world.
It took far too long for so many people to be included in the women's equality movement. And even right now, if we're talking, what is women's equality based on, right? Originally gender inequity, and we continue to have gender inequity, but the biggest targets of that right now are transgender folks, and particularly transgender women. So don't tell me that all women are equal when transgender women continue to be attacked in the way that they're being attacked.
To me, gender equality means self-determination no matter your gender.
For me, gender equality means that all folks are lifted up to the point where they have the same opportunities and access to opportunities regardless of where they've started.
For me, women's equality means that women have economic and political power, that they've got freedom and control over their bodies, and that they can be free from harassment and violence in all spheres of their lives. It's a vision that has made so much progress over the decades, but it hasn't been realized for everyone. And that's what I think about when I think about gender equality.
As an immigrant myself, who fled a very bloody and repressive regime, I'm very concerned about losing my citizenship.
We face unprecedented threats against our progress. We have the threatened closure of the Department of Labor's Women's Bureau. We see attacks against abortion and reproductive health care across the country, sanctioned by the U.S. Supreme Court. We see agencies like the EEOC, tasked with defending civil rights, refusing to acknowledge the existence of people who are non-binary and gender expansive. We see just rollback after rollback of progress in the workplace, really to push women out and get them into traditional subservient roles.
And right now, I'm most concerned about losing the ability to make decisions about my own body. I firmly believe in a woman's right to choose when and how she has children, and it's unfathomable to me that my daughter, who's 8, may grow up and become a grown woman in a new era where she cannot choose when and how to have children.
We're really prioritizing how do we build power, monetary power, political power, the power of our stories right now. It's been incredibly motivating to see.
But younger women, Project 25 and the right-wing manosphere are fighting like hell to convince them to surrender their futures. And what gives me hope right now is the fact that these younger women and gender expansive folk are basically giving them the finger. No, they're not going to surrender their futures.
My daughter, especially, is growing up in a world where she doesn't think about anyone's gender. And she firmly believes already, it's ingrained in her, that she can do whatever she wants. So she questions why, for example, pro sports are focused on men. Why? How is it that women get paid less than men? If they're willing to question, even at 8 years old, injustice, then I have an obligation to actually do something about it.
I refuse to go back. I will absolutely resist with my entire being any attempt to strip me of my personhood and everything that means. Progress to this point was hard won, and in many instances for different communities, fought for with blood. It has to be defended in the face of these draconian rollbacks and really terrible decisions being made by our country right now.
I urge you all to invest in the grassroots organizations, but also legal organizations who are stepping up in this moment very courageously to fight back. The reality is we need more resources. We need more lawyers. We need more policy folks. We need more lobbyists. We need every tool under the sun to push back against this cruel and inhumane and racist regime.
It might seem difficult to do right now, but collective action matters. We all have a role to play in advancing gender justice in our homes, our workplaces, our communities, and at the ballot box. We hope you join us.
We all need to feel the fire right now because our progress is not guaranteed, and we have to fight every single day to make sure it keeps going forward.